Behind every successful cause is a group of individuals trumpeting that cause. Individuals brought together to make their community a better place. Over the past 20 years, the Stainton Society has continued to accomplish that goal. But this campaign is not just a cause, it's a legacy. One of a man whose zeal for sharing marked his greatness. A man whose generosity continues to touch the lives of thousands to this day. The Stainton Society was formed in the memory of Howard S. Stainton, Ocean City's most famous businessman, philanthropist, and supporter of Shore Memorial Hospital. Howard Stainton was born in 1886 in Chester, Pennsylvania. As a young man, he was a traveling salesman who frequently traveled to Ocean City for business. It was here in 1913 that he purchased a dry goods store on Asbury Avenue, in what would be the first of his many investments into this seaside community. As time went by, his impact on the community continued to grow. Over the years, his business quickly expanded to become Stainton's department store. This early success allowed him to venture into other opportunities within Ocean City. He subsequently formed Stoeco, a land development company, with which he purchased as much residential property as he could. This endeavor allowed him to eventually become the single largest home builder in Ocean City.
Howard Stainton was a man of vision. In today's parlance, we would say he was a developer. He saw opportunities where other people did not. For instance, back then to develop a lagoon and dig lagoons was, almost unheard of. Most of the waterfront properties were on natural waterfronts. And he took ideas from other areas of the country and brought them to Ocean City and made an upscale residential developments.
This success never changed the type of person he was, or even the level of love he had for his community. In fact, Mr. Stainton was called Mr. Ocean City for his many accomplishments, in particular, his generosity to his community. He was known to supply heating oil free of charge to the local rescue squad, help families of his employees with medical bills, and even help pay for their college expenses. In 1941, he was asked to join the board of Shore Memorial Hospital. Mr. Stainton continued to contribute his success, time, and wealth to improve the level of health care to the community and its hospital. He served on the hospital board through the 1950s and oversaw major additions, including the Shriver Building in 1954 and the R. Roston White Wing in 1958. Never one to seek publicity for his contributions, Mr. Stainton liked to stay out of the limelight. Even after his involvement on the board ended, he continued to play a vital role to keep Shore Memorial moving forward and helped see the expansion of the Lewis Whitby Wing in 1965, the North Wing in 1972, as well as the Stainton Pavilion in 1976. Most impressively, Mr. Stainton's legacy has lived far beyond his death in 1979 at the age of 93. His estate, via the Stainton Trust, has donated more than $7 million to major capital improvements at the hospital, including an emergency room expansion and new medical, surgical, critical care, and maternity additions. Howard S. Stainton's steadfast commitment to bring the highest quality health care to this community has served as an inspiration to a new generation of community leaders who are assuming the mantle of commitment to Shore Memorial's future. And thus, the Howard S. Stainton Society is the cornerstone on which we will build the Shore Memorial of tomorrow.